left in the fourth quarter, lifting the Bills to a win with a 26-yard TD run versus the Chiefs to spoil their undefeated season. Buffalo 9-2 or better through 11 games for the sixth time in team history and first since '92. While Lamar Jackson struggled versus the Steelers defense yet again, Baltimore finished with season lows in points and yards, 329, and was slowed by 12 penalties and 3 turnovers. Jackson completed 16 of 33 passes for 207 yards with a touchdown and interception while failing to convert a crucial 2-point conversion. Here is the question. What did Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson's performance from this past weekend say to you, Christopher Mad Dog Russo?
Easy enough. Josh Allen is a lot closer to where Patrick Mahomes is than anybody is to Josh Allen. So in other words, one is Mahomes, not 1A yet. Pretty close to him is Allen, and way down the bottom of the totem pole is everybody else. Let me tell you something right now. Okay. And you watched, did you cover this one? Were you there?
That was my game, baby.
Good job. All right. Bottom line is, that was not a bad performance.
You know, her technical equipment wasn't working. I mean, they lost it for a second.
Oh, is that true?
But I rebound.
No, they lost it. You know why you lost it? Because you were very rude last week to me, and I told you were going to suffer when you went to cover the game.
Yeah, Cole's won the game, and look what happened. Look what happened.
Oh, really? How she was rude. I didn't.
I tried to tell her.
Try to tell. You can say anything you want, especially you over there. Lamar Jackson, who he never beats Pittsburgh anyway, his performance against the Steelers was absolutely putrid. He stunk. And I know he threw a touchdown pass to Zay Flowers. The 2-point conversion was a disaster. He overthrew receivers all day. Pittsburgh won a game, and they didn't score a touchdown.
No touchdowns.
They kicked 6 field goals. Now they're 2 games behind him, 2.5. If you look at the tiebreaker scenario, he's, what is he, 1-5 lifetime or 1-4 lifetime against Pittsburgh? He doesn't win in the playoffs. And I'm telling you right now, that Josh Allen, that guy is so good. I mean, he's now beaten Mahomes 4 straight times. Hasn't beaten him in the postseason yet, but he's beaten him 4 straight times in regular season play. His performance on Sunday against them, like it was last year in the divisional round when they should have beaten them, then Bass missed a field goal to tie it, was great on Sunday afternoon. I am tough. Jim Harbaugh training camp, this guy is going to be one of the great quarterbacks in the history of pro football. John Harbaugh. John, here's what I want you to do for once. How about no penalties? Okay? They lead the league in penalties.
They do.
He killed them in the penalties in the Kansas City game in the championship game last year. He got unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. He was awful. And that penalty situation you were there. They were 12 penalties.
I know.
12 freaking penalties. I'm tired of Harbaugh, too. You know, Harbaugh this, Harbaugh that. How about your team play a little disciplined football? And how about your quarterback make some plays? I mean, and everybody making a big deal about Derrick Henry. Last year, they had the top seed without Henry. This year, with Henry, they're going to be the 5th seed. So, I mean, where, in fact, has Henry made such a
What are you mad about? Come early? Are we in the segment?
I can't do it there, so I'm going to do it now. I'm giving you an extra one, so you be quiet.
I'm worried about your blood pressure because, you know, I was there in Pittsburgh. And you know, Doggy, where else I was? I was here a few weeks ago. Doggy. Stephen A. Molly, me. We're all sitting here, right?
We were. You were
and Doggy said, and I quote,
what did I say?
I'm going to read it to you, baby. And I am now convinced John Harbaugh was right. The greatest QB in the history of the NFL. I am all in, baby. Lamar Jackson has been unbelievable.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, direct quote, because I'm a reporter and I'm about accuracy. I'm all in. Baltimore, Detroit in the Super Bowl.
Let her finish.
I'm serious. And the question that Molly had raised to you was, Patrick Mahomes, we're talking about, okay, postseason, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar. You said Lamar, baby. I don't care. Best quarterback in football. You can bring back Otis Taylor, Curly Culp, Buck Buchanan.
Oh, that was definitely
Bobby
you.
Bell, Ed Podolak. That was you? That was you, my friend. So here, the reason I brought up your own quote to debunk your own comment just now is that, you know, the recency bias here is undeniable. A couple weeks ago, Lamar was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now we have one weekend. Where Josh Allen, he played phenomenal. I love Josh. Josh is one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen. But one weekend, it took for you to now say Lamar Jackson went from being the greatest quarterback of all time to all the way down the totem pole there.
Stephen A., can I just ask one quick question? That quote, I just want to be clear, that didn't sound like something you would say. Maybe Stephen A. would use those,
I'm surprised
those names and references.
Kimberly came up with Buck Buchanan. That's a nice job.
Kimberly did it. That was a Mad Dog special.
One other thing.
What?
May I?
Yeah,
Steve?
go.
You can take those 2 MVPs.
Oh, here we go.
Not.
Don't say it.
And you can put them where the sun don't shine.
That's
2 weeks ago, you were saying he was better than Patrick Mahomes. Now, all of a sudden.
Those MVPs.
That's disrespectful.
That's true. That's true.
One
that
game,
guy in Buffalo is so much fun.
One game doesn't make a season.
Oh, come on,
One game doesn't make a season. Listen. He's 1-4 now against the Pittsburgh Steelers, 1-5 against the Kansas City Chiefs. I get all of that. I understand it. I feel you 1,000%. But here's what I can't ignore, Doggy. Coming into the Pittsburgh game, he was second in the league in passing yards to Burrow. He was first in the league in yards per attempt, rushing yards, QBR, passer rating, tied for first for TD passes with Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield. And he was also first in touchdown to turnover to interception ratio with 24 touchdowns and just 2 interceptions. You were raving about him. One game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, a noted rival within the NFC North, against a defense that is no doubt elite, led by the great T.J. Watt himself. There's a reason he got all those commercials with his brother J.J., okay? There's a reason for that, because the brother is special. He's big time. There is no doubt about that. You're just going to shove all of that aside.
What's the record?
Because of one, they're 7-4.
Okay, what's Buffalo's record?
9-2.
Okay, does
2
Buffalo
games.
have Derek? Have a Hall of Fame running back?
Stephon Diggs, and you did have Gabe Davis, and you still weren't able to win to get to a Super Bowl.
They had to get through Kansas City, Steven.
No, I understand. Well,
and he played great. They lost 27-24. What was the final score?
They also lost
38-35.
They also lost to Cincinnati.
They lost a big game in the snow, Steven.
All I'm saying to you is this: you have to take that into consideration.
And Hamlin was a disaster that year.
Which defense do you like better?
Oh, it's clearly this.
Well, Baltimore's defense played well on Sunday.
Okay,
but you're right. Buffalo's defense a little better.
Yeah. Who wins championships?
Are you going to sit there and defend Lamar Jackson's performance
I'm just wondering.
Sunday afternoon?
I'm just wondering.
They are 2.5 games back of divisional lead, and he's 9-2.
But Doggy, here's the other context that you're missing. After a game in which, because I was there, when you watch a team that has so many penalties, when you watch a team that defensively, they came into that game, the Baltimore Ravens had the league's worst pass defense. When you come into a game and guys are dropping passes, when you come into a game and you've got to question the coach as to how he deploys personnel, the coaching decisions that he makes, Lamar Jackson, that was not a good game by him, but one weekend now negates the entire season.
Kimberley.
And I am old enough, one more second, I'm old enough to remember when Josh Allen's little scamper TD wasn't the best play of the season. It was Lamar's stiff arm like that and throw to Isaiah.
You don't look it though, and that's what matters. Can I just say one thing?
My damn thing is coming off. Take my headset off again here. I can't get
that would be you.
No, you did it.
That would be
you. Give me a
I'm sitting over here. I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. I didn't do anything.
Look at me. I want eye contact because you can't flip back again. If he goes off in a couple games.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
So this is it. This isn't fluid like Stephen A's list, which is coming up.
Number one, the 4th and 2 run is not the play of the year. Nance was crazy.
Nance was wrong.
You know what the one? It was the Hail Mary by Jaden Daniels.
I will give you
that was the play of the year in football here so far this
year. Way to ignore the question. Don't come back on the bandwagon.
That was luck. It was, no.
No, he danced around for 12 seconds,
That's not what I'm saying. Listen. There are quarterbacks who dance around and throw a Hail Mary, and if the ball is batted down, we're not talking about that.
Okay.
There's plenty of boys. That happens a lot of times. They were lucky. Josh Allen was skilled.
Okay. Let's leave it there.
One thing.
What?
Both of you, all 3 of you.
Bandwagon.
You got a game to win for your life.
That was what Molly asked you between Lamar and Patrick a couple weeks ago, and you said Lamar, baby. Give me Lamar.
Was that the day I was on the gummies in the first thing in the morning?
I don't know what you're at, honestly.
Yes. At least you're willing to admit it.
Game for your life. You want Allen or you want Lamar?
I want Josh Allen.
Thank you. Game for your life. Don't even think about it.
I don't know, because Josh Allen could throw a pick.
No, I don't know. It's
you know that don't act like that's never happened. All right, we got to go.